Imagine opening a VA letter and seeing the words proposed reduction. For most veterans, that feels sudden, like it came out of nowhere. But in most cases, the warning signs were already there. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 situations that can put your VA rating at risk, from the ones you can manage quickly to the ones that are most dangerous. And stay with me, because here's what most veterans miss. If your rating has been in place for 5, 10, or 20 years, the VA may have to clear a much higher bar before they can touch it. We'll cover those protections too. If you're new here, my name is Jacob, and I'm an Army veteran and now a veteran specialist here at VetClaims.ai. We help veterans navigate this process and give their claim its best chance for success. Let's count it down. Warning sign number 5 is a temporary 100% rating that was always designed to end. 2 situations create these: post-surgery recovery and an active cancer treatment. Both come with a built-in expiration date from day 1. When your condition stabilizes or goes into remission, the legal basis for that temporary rating closes out and the VA schedules a reevaluation. That's not a surprise move, it's baked into the original decision. They want to know what your day-to-day actually looks like once the surgery healed or the treatment has stopped. That exam sets your long-term rating, so it matters. Pull out your decision letter right now. The end date or the trigger that kicks off your reevaluation is already written in there. Once you know what that trigger is, start documenting your current functional limitations before that re-exam ever gets scheduled. And we've had experience with veterans on multiple occasions who think that their routine future exam, or that C&P exam that they get scheduled for, is just some annoying appointment that they have to go to, and they just rush through it so they can get the hell out of there, and then they end up getting a reduction. Don't walk in cold. This one's written into your paperwork from day 1. Warning sign number 4 is a routine future exam, or RFE, showing up in your records. An RFE means the VA does not consider your condition static. They put it in the system because they believe your disability could improve over time. If your code sheet doesn't show static next to a condition, that exam is coming, it's just a matter of when. One exam where you look better than expected can hand them the justification they need to push for a reduction. Pull your code sheet from your C file and look at every condition listed. If none of them are marked static, start tracking your bad days right now. Dates, symptoms, how it hit your ability to function. When that exam gets scheduled, you need a documented pattern that tells the full story, not just how you felt on the day you walked in. Warning sign number 3 is when medical evidence of improvement starts showing up in your records. Treatment notes, private doctor files, or a re-exam that makes you look better than your last rating reflects. The VA isn't looking for one good day, they're looking for a pattern of sustained improvement they can point to as a justification for a reduction. That's a meaningful difference, and most veterans don't know it. Under 38 CFR 3.344A, improvement has to be proven under the ordinary conditions of your life, including your ability to work. Felt better on vacation, had one strong week before your appointment, that doesn't legally count. The VA has to show your condition improved while you were carrying the real weight of your daily life. The job, the stress, the routine demands. One favorable exam sitting by itself doesn't clear that bar. Make sure your records reflect your daily reality, not just the good days. At every appointment, document symptoms, flare-ups, and how your condition limits your function. Your doctor's notes need to tell the full story, not just a snapshot. Keep the phrase "sustained under ordinary conditions" in the back of your mind, because we'll come back to it when we cover your protections. Signs 3, 4, and 5 all come from the outside. Exams, evidence, paperwork. The next 2 hit different because they come from your own decisions. Warning sign number 2 applies specifically to veterans receiving TDIU, total disability based on individual unemployability. If you go back to work in a substantially gainful capacity, the VA can reduce or end that benefit. The line between what counts and what doesn't is where veterans get caught. Marginal employment does not count as substantially gainful. Marginal means your income falls below the federal poverty threshold, part-time work, low-wage seasonal jobs, or a position you can't sustain consistently. That distinction has saved benefits for a lot of veterans who didn't know it existed. Whether your work rises to the level of substantially gainful employment, income is the primary marker, and the federal poverty line is where that threshold sits. Know where that line is before you take any job. We've walked veterans through this exact situation. One went back to part-time work after his condition stabilized slightly, and because his income stayed below the poverty threshold, his TDIU stayed intact. That knowledge protected his check. It can protect yours too. Warning sign number 1 is the most dangerous on the list. It is a missed C&P exam. This one is entirely in your hands, and it's completely avoidable. If the VA schedules a re-exam and you don't show up without calling or rescheduling, they can reduce your rating using only what's already in your file. They don't need a new exam to act against you. You just removed your only chance to put your true severity on record because you handed them the decision by not showing up. They'll use whatever is sitting in your file, and that's that. Don't miss that exam. If life genuinely gets in the way, hospitalization, family emergency, document it and contact the VA immediately to reschedule. They recognize legitimate reasons. What they won't accept is silence. Handle the reschedule fast and keep your documentation tight. Now let's talk about the part of the VA's own rulebook that works in your favor. The 5-year rule. If your rating has been stable for 5 or more years, the VA can't slash it based on one favorable exam. They have to show sustained material improvement under the ordinary conditions of your daily life, not just one good appointment. The 10-year rule. Once your service connection has been in place for a decade, the VA cannot sever it unless they can prove fraud. Your percentage can still move if the evidence changes, but your service-connected status itself is locked. You won't lose the connection entirely after the 10-year mark. The 20-year rule. If you've held a specific rating continuously for 20 years, it can never drop below the lowest level it's been during that entire span. Barring fraud, that floor is permanent. And here's the procedural protection that ties it all together. The VA must send you a written proposal before any reduction hits your bank account. When that letter arrives, 2 clocks start running. You have 30 days to request a predetermination hearing. If you get that in on time, your payments stay put while the process plays out. You also have 60 days to submit new evidence, 30 days to stay paid, and 60 days to build your defense. Even after a final decision, your checks won't change until the last day of the month, following another 60-day period. Use every day of that window to pull records and gather statements that accurately document how your condition limits your daily life and your ability to work. You now have all 5 warning signs, the rules behind them, and the legal protections the VA must follow before they can touch your paycheck. The theme running through every single one of these is documentation. At every appointment, make sure your records reflect the true severity, frequency, and functional impact of your condition. One accurate, detailed sentence in your medical records can carry more weight than a stack of paperwork. And make sure to like and subscribe to see our future videos, and make sure to leave a comment letting us know what topic we should cover next.